Hello everyone! In all of the Great Britain, God save the Queen, to another episode of Better Off Better.
Any chance we had of a United Kingdom community.
Okay. All right.
If there was any chance we were, we were going to try promoting
My
this
name,
in Britain, it's gone now.
My name is Samuel. His name is Christopher.
You're right, let's do the accents and we won't offend anybody with these poppish
And I'm Jenny.
I'm Chris.
I'm Sam.
Welcome to
I'm sorry.
this week's episode of
Guys,
Better.
what happened? I just woke up. I blacked out there for a minute. What's going on?
I have such deep apologies for our foreign audience. Any foreign audience, really. This couldn't have possibly just offended the United Kingdom, but welcome to Better Off Better.
But I already introduced you.
Yeah, we're going to try to reduce
we'll
you
just
as much as
double
possible on this
introduce
portion
it.
of things.
It's totally fine.
What is Better Off Better? You might be asking yourself. Well, this is our competitive journey to self-betterment. With that format that I just described,
Nice.
Well, I know, we split this podcast up into two parts. The first part is our before, and our second part is our after. We are going through all sorts of varying, sometimes experimental and strange, sometimes less experimental and more backed and supported, means of self-betterment, self-help, self-good things of all different kinds. But
Not just self-betterment.
Yeah, I think- yeah.
It's
it's
really
like
the
the
only-
really good look at it.
We're also really good people.
We are not, as actually factually backed. We are ungood people.
as we've found out.
Yeah, check out some previous episodes.
Found out.
There's plenty of evidence to support the opposite of Sam's claim.
Yeah, so this is a podcast where we better ourselves by, fighting with each other.
That we do. The goal, actually is to get better in theory, and we
Yeah,
test
but
these
maybe a
theories.
little better than each other.
Yeah, but
Obviously, I'm better than you guys.
that's where things become less healthy. This is a friendship altering, some would say devouring.
Friendship ending would
yeah.
probably be better.
Yeah.
Look into a table full of folks slowly becoming less close, you may say.
Yeah.
Wow, you
that's-
are wordy today, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, he's got so many of the words in the
Oh, wow. So in the past, we've done reading every day for a week. We've done dance therapy. We've done vegetarian. We've done all sorts of things.
All sorts of crazy things.
But this week's going to be a little bit different.
A little bit weirder.
We're still sticking with our doing the thing for a whole week situation, Otherwise, then what the hell are we doing here? But the thing we're doing this week...
Hanging out as friends.
No, I would not dare. The thing we're doing this week, though, it's a bit different. Let me tell you. It's not so much a thing as some things, but technically it is a thing.
Do some ones.
That could not have been less clear, idiot. Also, hello, I am here too, and I am British this week.
Schedule!
Whoa!
We doing somebody's schedule this week.
Damn straight we are. We are doing the daily routine of Mr. Winston Churchill.
Have you heard of him? Ever heard of him?
Came up really aggressively on that.
Idiot.
I mean, it's
Stupid idiot. You haven't even
you're
heard
making
of him?
everybody feel
How have you
poorly
not even
for
heard
what
of
we're
him,
doing.
stupid idiot?
You guys are now together on this.
Dumb
You're-
idiot.
you're both
Have
being
you,
cruel.
You haven't even heard
You
of
ever
him?
heard about storming the beaches?
Most people know who he is.
Normandy?
You're talking down to people, and it's so
Idiot.
unnecessary.
Tea?
What do you tea?
He drinks tea.
Yeah. Oh.
So we're gonna kind of go over a day in his life for
Yeah,
you
we
guys before we begin our journey
Yeah.
of emulation.
Of course. And let me throw this out there too for the listeners out there or the YouTube watchers out there. We have a video joining on to this here podcast, sort of visual aiding, showing off what a day in the life of Winston Churchill actually looks like, what the man's daily routine looks like in a nice, fast, efficient form. So go check that out on the Cinemonic YouTube channel if that's something you're into. Can you get it together? Oh my God, I'm trying to plug
I
here.
try to swallow some. I try to swallow
Go
some
ahead,
slime,
yeah,
but I got
swallow
stuck.
it. Why don't you swallow this stupid conversation
I
and
got
let's move
stuck
on.
in my throat.
You say it so cute. How can I stay mad at that
Get
little
stuck.
thin little beard?
Turn your volume off.
Oopsies.
Oh, he's got the nation.
Oh,
Maybe it's the Queen.
You're back to offending.
It's back time. It's time for the tea.
Oh, wait, my parents didn't know.
Okay,
all right.
bud. Let's.
Jesus.
We were all doing it.
God.
We were gonna all do the bit,
right.
I thought.
Oh my God.
You guys were doing it.
Okay.
But for those who don't want to watch the video, let's give a little look into this routine. This is usually the part where we kind of give our backing. The backing is that Winston Churchill did some impressive things. And we're not specifically discussing politics here, but he was an impressive leader who accomplished a lot and was very productive and, you know, influential and
was played by Gary Oldman.
And
at
Gary
one
Oldman
point.
played
so,
him.
like, it's gotta be good.
Yeah.
You know I love my Gare.
Ever heard of quotes? I have, and I've got a good one from Mr. Winston Churchill.
Just yeah.
I'm
maybe
gonna
you
do it.
I'm the
just do
quote.
quotes.
I'm the quote guy. I do the quotes.
Winston Churchill once said, 120 dynamic Winston Churchill quotes.
That's
That was one of his.
You're reading the.
That was
that's
one
the
of his
website
quotes.
title.
I am easily satisfied with the very best.
That doesn't-
You
that's
now
not a
have
very
made us wait.
humble-
There was like 6 seconds of lingering there.
That's not a very humble
It was- you
quote.
read-
Politics is more dangerous than war, for in war you are only killed once.
Does that have anything to do with what we're doing? It couldn't have been a less related
Okay.
quote.
These are all your quotes.
I mean, you don't read them right. Good.
A fanatic is one who can't change his mind and won't change the subject.
That was.
You're a fanatic.
That one really.
That was
one-
really good.
That one got me.
You had me on that one.
Yeah.
You know, the common outlook amongst productive people is the scrounge for time, optimizing every second of your day to be work.
scrounge
The
for
scrounge, Jenny. The scrounge for minutes and minutes and minutes. You want more time in the day because there just isn't enough. You can't rest. You have to work. But you know what?
What?
Winnie the Church did not believe that. No. Mr. Hill
What did
had a
he
different
believe?
outlook on life, dear Jenny. I appreciate this enthusiasm you have for the cause. No, you have a tone. You sound like British is about to come out of you again.
What are you talking about?
Whatever do you mean?
Whatever do you mean, sir?
Oh, Mr. Churchill was a man that appreciated rest, that appreciated the rest for now for the work for tomorrow. Mr. Church.
I don't think so.
He was. It was that's what he said.
What was his schedule like?
But what are the specifics of Mr. Churchill's daily routine? Jenny, what are they?
At 7:30 a.m.
You're also
We
doing the British
remain
thing.
in bed. Mine wasn't really British.
It was, ethnic.
We remain in bed and eat the breakfast and read his newspapers.
Okay, so 7:30 a.m. waking up.
We wake up. You remain in bed, reading newspapers. You work in bed, which that one I find very interesting,
Okay.
and dictate to his secretaries.
Ooh, that'll be
until
fun.
The hefty hour of 11 a.m.
Is that a fat joke, dude?
Yeah,
Hefty hours, would it be
hour.
big?
Well, I
That
was
was
just
a
kind of saying that
low
it's like a
blow.
long time to stay
Also,
in bed, but I
interesting
guess
thing,
that works.
breakfast in bed.
I'm excited.
The crumbs is what's scaring me. I don't want the crumbs
So we
in
got
my
a
bed.
messy eater over here.
Also don't like the idea that I'm in my bed with food.
It's a no food zone
I
generally.
will say that, Chris is an incredibly messy eater, so I'm worried
because
about
I
that.
don't eat in the bed.
So at 11 a.m., he got out of bed to take a walk around the garden and then poured himself a whiskey and soda.
Obviously.
So 11 a.m. the drinking begins.
I am ready for that.
Yes.
I am excited for that.
We'll do ground rules in a sec. Sorry, you
1
continue.
p.m., Churchill joined guests and family for a multi-course lunch.
nice.
Quite soon after the... Oh no, I guess the breakfast is
Breakfast
early.
is like early.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that
Not really a
does
breakfast
that. So that I
guy.
guess goes until 3:30. That's a really long lunch.
Well, they're also like hanging out and they get multi-course stuff.
Multi-courses,
so like
yeah.
they got like time to sit. They got the
You've
soup
been
and
in-
salad and then the main course.
Okay.
and
You've been in well-structured homes here and there, I've seen, with, meals and...
yeah.
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 Yep.
She has.
Yeah.
Yes,
you've
I
been-
have. 3:30 p.m. He works from his study, supervised the estate, or played board games with his wife.
I'm definitely going to be playing board games.
I will
so excited for board games.
He's supervising the estate for sure. 3:30 sharp.
Excited for the board games.
There will be
Board
5
games for
p.m.
me. Board games.
5 p.m. He took a nap for an hour and a half, a habit he acquired while in Cuba. So we might have to take a little trip to Cuba.
Stroll. This is an interesting one though, because I've heard this one. Let me back you on this, Jenny. He claimed that naps allow
You were
him.
reading from what I'm reading.
I've heard of this one.
I snotted. You made me so angry that I've snotted on myself
moving over.
by calling me out on that shit.
Okay, while you clean yourself up, I will say he claimed that naps allowed him to do a day and a half's work in 24 hours.
Wow. Interestingly,
Very
off the
interesting,
top
yes.
of my mind.
That's a fun fact, guys.
From Chris. Thank you. I agree.
This is longer than I thought. I don't want to read it all. 6:30 p.m. He awoke from his nap, bathed, and prepared himself for dinner.
He had two bathing sessions.
Did he bathe in the morning? No,
I thought he did.
No.
Nope. You're presumptuous. He wakes up, he works in bed, he drinks his coffee, and eats his breakfast.
So he has lunch with his family and friends without
Unbathed.
bathing.
Yes,
Unbathed.
indeed.
Okay.
Indeed. 8 p.m. sharp. Churchill had dinner with guests, where drinks and cigars accompanied the meal.
Okay.
I do not smoke cigars.
I am not a cigar man.
We are going to.
Seems like maybe it should
Okay,
be optional.
well,
I don't know.
It doesn't
Every
say optional.
dinner
It says
guest you
where
had.
drinks and cigars accompanied the meal.
I don't know if Churchill's really famous for cigars, really. I think that's probably
Let's put up
something
a
he
few
did.
pictures for those watching the
I think
video.
it's probably hard to find an example of him with
Churchill.
a cigar.
So what I find interesting is that so often they would stay up past midnight and then he would return to his study for an hour of work before
then
bed, but then
you're
would
gonna do
wake
the math
up
here.
at 7:30.
So he's
again.
That's what
nap.
his nap is
Nap
for.
is
Yeah,
for
that makes sense.
to accommodate.
Okay, I feel like I'm gonna hate. I can't sleep
no,
during
No,
the
I'm gonna
day.
do
remember?
this.
When we did our first episode, which check out, is
Good plug.
Thank you. We did waking up at 6 a.m. and
we
I
did.
found myself wanting to take a nap at like 5 o'clock.
I can't sleep during the day, so I'm very unexcited for
Can't or won't?
Can't.
She's laying in bed during the day. No.
They shall not.
She drifted off. No. No. That was a visual joke for you listeners. I'm sorry.
There's some arm stuff there. It was very cute.
I think it's gonna be an interesting week, and out of all of them, I feel like I might adopt this into my regular
It
life.
seems like a terrible idea to do.
Yeah,
I can't
I know.
fathom staying in bed till 11 a.m., but being awake in it.
Oh,
3.5 hours you're working
do
from
that.
bed. At least I get to
I
work,
do that.
thankfully.
To sum up what I think our schedule will be, we'll be smoking stogies, we'll be sipping whiskey.
Yeah, it's not
And
really.
we'll be
there's more to
chilling
it than
in
that.
bed.
I think
we're
you're-
gonna be eating so much.
You guys are
I think
really
are you gonna
overlooking-
get multi-course?
I don't think that I've had
I've never had a multi-course
breakfast, lunch,
lunch.
and dinner.
We're overlooking the
ever,
productivity
I don't
aspect.
think.
I feel like you're jumping straight to like stogies
I'm
and
gonna
alcohol.
say I'm not
and-
sure if I've had a breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I normally it's 2.
Like,
It's
ever-
2 at the most.
yeah.
I'm a feller for snacks. I'm a supporter
there are
of
no
the
snacks in
the
there,
snacks.
I will
in-betweenies.
say.
What do you mean? I can still eat when I want to eat. You're telling me I have to eat
It's
only when
it's
he's allowed
it's
to eat?
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And then
this
what
is
if
the
I'm-
schedule? Snacking is part of your schedule. That's not a part of Winnie's schedule.
Yeah, but what has he done? I literally, I'm a snack guy, but I am a big part of this podcast.
I got one more quote for you.
That's pretty much it.
I have other stuff as
The
well.
lack of snacking is how I was able to lead Britain through World War II.
That was it. That was it.
He didn't snack, and that's how he won World
Now
War
that you
II.
mention it, I
This just in.
don't think I did anything.
Did you
of
lead
that.
anybody through World War II?
Quite the opposite. Let's jump right into the public humiliation.
Public humiliation in public.
That's segmenting right there.
Yeah.
So this is the part where we predict who will do the worst.
Very
and
smooth
let's
segmenting.
let's thoroughly bash him, especially on this one. Let's really let him have it.
All right.
Sam
Chris.
against Jen. Wait, that's no word.
Sam, you go first. Who do you think will do the worst?
Who will do the worst?
And
I think
guess
you're
the
gonna like
best.
it the least. That's all I can say. I think you're gonna like it the least, but I don't think you're gonna do bad.
I concur with that strongly.
But
I've actually never
what happened
supported you
last
so
week?
much.
But what happened last week? Remember, gotta go whole hog with it.
Half of my hog is 3 of yours. So I could come in here with 1 hog, and that's the equivalent of 6 of your hogs. So let's be clear.
What are we talking about?
The hog hierarchy.
Okay.
So there's no fear in me that I will come in.
I don't think you're gonna do the worst. I don't know who. I really genuinely don't know who's gonna do the worst this week. I just think that you're gonna.
Who do you think
like
will do
the
the
least.
best? Do you have any opinion on that?
Jenny, I think you're gonna thrive.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so at all.
I think I'm gonna do the worst.
I think you're gonna do the worst. I do.
I think you're gonna find out that you're like, this is dope.
I think for me,
This is scheduling work though. He has specific times he does things, and you're not good at that.
Okay, one, that's rude because
rude.
No, rude is to say that you look weird with the blanket on and it's unbecoming.
I'm cold.
Dig.
I think it's gonna be hard for me to stay up in bed at 7:30.
Yeah, I get that.
I feel like I'm just gonna get comfy. And
I'll
go
say
back to
one
sleep.
thing we're gonna have to caveat immediately. I'll say,
I'll say it too.
We don't have what does he call it? What's the polite way of saying servant?
Secretary.
But there was options for that because it was like reading the paper, doing work, and dictating.
I have Siri. I have Alexa.
Well, let me say.
You know what I mean?
He has secretaries to do his bidding, so he doesn't have to get out of bed to acquire the newspaper, acquire his breakfast in bed. But if we're gonna follow his lunch,
we'll still have to get out of bed to
we
make our
will have to
breakfast.
step out.
Yeah.
We just have to everything.
Get back in.
When we're normally sitting or doing whatever we do in the morning, that all happens.
Well,
smack dab in the bed.
Wait, who do you think's gonna do the best and the worst? Do you think you're gonna do the worst?
I think I could. I think me or Chris.
The worst?
I think because I think Chris will have a problem staying in bed, and not snacking all the time.
I could say that the same to you.
And then
snack
I think
fiend.
Snack fiend.
Chris is the goddamn snacky one.
I will say you are the way more snacky.
I don't have a lot of snacks. I rarely have a snack.
Okay,
Bro,
let's get a
you go to
photo.
the
Let's get a
snack
photo of that
cabinet,
snack
like,
cabinet.
Yeah.
Not that photo.
It's so full of
kinda
snacks,
rough.
dude.
Okay, well, Jenny is sometimes when she's doing something and I talk to her, she'll like at me, and it'll
yell at me. You come up to me. You sneak up really slow, and I go, Chris, don't yell in my face. And he'll go,
yeah. This is unnecessary.
and he'll like sneak up really slow, and I'll go, Chris, do not
And
yell
then
in
he'll
my
be a
face.
snack.
And then he'll just scream.
Oh.
He will.
Okay.
And that's not a joke. I'm not being funny. I don't care if you even cut this out, but he will just walk up to me really slowly and just scream.
Yeah.
And I don't know why the fuck he does it.
In fact, this could be my this could be a little PSA to people out there. If someone's mad at you, and if you're fighting with whether it's a significant other, an authoritative figure, the
We will
police,
have a fight, and he
maybe,
will just go.
it breaks all tension, and it's
no,
a beautiful
it
thing.
doesn't.
This is a proven fact. Scientists have backed this.
It's terrible.
No one can stay mad at you if you just get up in their face within an inch and you just shout in it because they're so charmed by it. It works like a
It's
charm
not charming.
on
It's
Jenny.
awful. I can't say. Don't stop. Stop.
It
I
literally
hate it.
has never proven to be unsuccessful for me. Anyway, real hot and quick. Initial.
Oh my god, I can't.
Initial.
Stop doing that.
You guys don't really understand
We're done
segments.
with
It's like a podcast.
Here you go,
Here you go.
I'm something of an entertainer.
I'm the king of segment audio.
You're
so
not.
ready?
I'm
You
the
ready?
segment king. Don't suck. This is Chris. Now don't cut that last part out. Initial. This is so fucking. Okay, let's just get it. I want to go back to my actual friends. This is just business. Let's fucking move on.
Initial fears? What are we initially fearing? Initially.
I guess dying alone.
I think I'm more
I'm
excited.
scared to go too close to the people I'm not close to, and I'll realize that it's not
I'm
closeness
scared
I strive
of
for.
tubing.
What's tubing?
Like tubing, like on
Like on a boat?
yeah, no,
like
I guess
on
either
snow.
or, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much
Okay, but more
anything,
specifically for
like,
this-
The
involved
Winston
with the
stuff,
tube.
I guess.
Yeah, what
when you
Winston?
fear that.
I don't think Winston fears
Oh.
tubing.
Short term, I guess.
What do you fear
yeah.
about doing Winnie's schedule?
I guess obesity.
After having 3-course meals, we just we get them back in a week and we've gained like 50 pounds.
That is actually a valid fear. I will
Yeah,
feel like I'll be
laying in
eating
bed all
significantly
day.
more. Eating in the morning, which rare for us.
I hate eating.
Never eat in the morning. Never eat in the morning
Eating in the morning
unless
makes you
it's
feel
like a
sick.
fast.
Makes you feel sick.
So
Yeah.
I'm not super excited for that.
Yeah, so that will be unwelcomed, unbecoming, perhaps.
I'm feared. I'm afeared that I'm
fearing
I'm
that
not
I'm
gonna
a
get a
feared.
lot
I'm
of
a feared.
work done.
I'm a feared.
I feel like there's not like many instances of work scheduled. Like the chunk in the morning includes like multiple things. Waking up, eating your food, reading the newspaper, and doing some work. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's not that big of a chunk.
I'm a fearing I won't get as much done as I normally do.
That's exactly what
crazy
I
what
just
you
said.
said.
That's wild.
I guess I just block you out.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
maybe
that's-
it's a frequency thing, perhaps.
I think that it's just, he does do a lot of work. I think that, honestly, do you think you guys are like at night, like when it's socializing, like dinner, have a little whiskey, have a little bit of stogie, that's not gonna take from what time was it, 8 to 12? Like
that's
we can get some more
long.
work in during that time.
I fear
But
those
can
long
we,
spans.
though?
Okay, let's deal with that fear together right now and set up
Because I feel
some
like it's not going to be a challenge. If we
ground rules because we are
Stop
not
happening.
prime ministers leading in World War II.
we are not.
We are.
Well, maybe you.
I would
guys are.
say I don't think all of us, but some of us at the table definitely have done slightly more impressive stuff. I wouldn't say we're on the same scale, but I would definitely.
Yeah, like how Chris is lost every week.
Well, no, I wouldn't even bring that up probably right now. But I think
you
that
have
I
lost
have a
every
lot
week,
of things
so.
that make me sort of. I guess we both have our pros and cons between me and Winston, but I would say we each have our things that make us better. Some people have a few more in the column. I think I'm a
All
friendly.
right, let's. I think
friendly.
we've let this go on long enough.
Well, no, so let's just agree. We'll all agree that I think I definitely have stronger character traits than Winston. But we'll just move on.
Yeah, we can agree
Okay.
that you think that.
Yeah. So let's just jump straight into not talking about that anymore because we've
37.
agreed. So the morning will be pretty on point. We do have to wake up at 7:30.
Yes.
That's a factoid. We have to stay in bed. We have to do our work in bed. We have to eat our first meal in bed. And
I really don't want to.
I would say the newspaper's not necessary, but maybe read something.
Yeah, I'm down to read because I have been
Yeah.
reading a little bit. I've been reading the Terry Pratchett book Thud.
Yeah, shut up.
I feel like we didn't ask.
Yeah,
so
shut up.
we'll
Yeah.
just
So I'm gonna
kinda-
read that some
Yeah,
more.
well, shush,
Okay,
shush.
yeah.
Maybe shush,
Dope
shush.
book.
Free Pomo.
Yeah,
no.
that's awesome.
Free Pomo.
I meant
Pomo.
I
Free
meant
Pomo, dude.
I meant
Pomo.
promo.
You did Pomo.
I said
Pomo.
promo. I said promo.
Pomo.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't say
Yeah.
Pomo.
Also,
Yeah.
we do gotta smoke stogies. We did buy some.
We do not condone.
We
the
do not
intake
condone.
of
Definitely.
any smoke into your lungs, into your body at
Definitely.
all.
Stay away from things that are not
But we
stogies.
will be doing it this week too.
Right,
to
sorry.
try.
Just to
so,
fit into.
so you don't have to.
Yes. So we definitely are very discouraging about smoking. But that being said, we do
only
have to thank our sponsors this week. And Marlboro, I can say it right.
Dude, that's not even a promo because you said it's a
Chapman's.
terrible.
What is it? Chapman's?
Don't do Chapman's.
Chapman's?
Yes.
Chatterton's taste so
Chatterton's.
cool and mild. I give for you and your unborn child.
But I think the rest all looks good.
Yeah,
I think
we
the
can
rest
do the
all
rest.
looks good. Dinner with guests is not going to happen in such a quarantine
really do that,
situation.
Yeah,
but the
well,
guest
we can
is
be each other's guests.
We're each other's
and you
guest.
and Emma can be each other's guests.
Yes,
So.
you.
You
yeah.
and unnamed
Lover.
other person.
You and your unnamed lover. Must we bathe, or
Yes.
mayhaps a shower do?
Oh God, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I don't want to take a bath. Our bathtub is
Our
not-
bathtub has
really
a
gross.
color.
Maybe we just
It's not good.
Maybe we just sit in the shower. Bring a
I feel
little
like
chair
nice
in
little
there.
medium. Yeah.
I don't
sit in
want.
the shower
a
for a
chair.
minute
If
or
I can
two.
bring a third-party way of sitting into the bathtub, then I'm all in.
I'll sit in the shower for a little
You're
bit
in
a
the
day.
chair, but you're above the water.
As long as I
So you
can,
don't
yeah,
have to-
outsource seating, then I am all in and sitting.
Okay,
in that
yeah, no,
shower.
I'll sit down in the shower.
I'll sit down in the shower, but I'm not.
For a little
I'm
bit.
not taking a
Yeah.
bath.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. It's just my problem with that is I can't really come sitting down. Alrighty, then this would normally be the part of the show which we call
Last call.
Last call.
where in which
Hello? It's my last call.
we don't usually do the phone thing. We're a little noisy over here. We normally indulge ourselves at this point, and for the thing that we are doing for the week, we do the indulgence opposite of that thing.
Nope.
It's our last chance to do
The
whatever we
thing we're gonna
can't
be
do that.
quitting.
Yes.
Okay, so let's not smoke a stogie and let's not be.
Let's
big
not be
drunk.
Winston Churchill. Let's not
Let's
be Winston
not be
Churchill.
big
Okay,
drunk.
everybody just really enjoy. We are sober. We are clear-headed. We are. What was that? You looked at me.
I'm sober.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What you looked
Okay,
at me
yeah.
though right when
No,
I said that.
No, you didn't. No.
Okay, so you are sober though. Just we all are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last
Right.
month.
Last
Yeah.
Okay.
call.
This went poorly.
Anyways, we'll see you
Yeah.
guys next week. It'll be 7 days for us, but just a few seconds for you guys.
Or
Unless you choose to do it along with us.
Do it along with us. Immerse yourselves.
And, wait for a week, but maybe just play it in the background on silent so we get the
over and over
the
again.
Listen, you know, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
It's fine. The next time we see you, we will be one.
Winston Churchill.
One with Winston.
One with Winston.
And you could too.
Beautiful.
See you soon.
Bye.
7 days later.
Welcome back, everyone.
Oh, God.
that's
Welcome back, everyone. For those not viewing us with their eyes on the YouTube version, things went poorly on the right side of the table, the Sam side of the table. Let me describe it for you. It appears to be a 12-year-old boy's bar mitzvah uniform with what I think are little Santa Claus costume goggle glasses.
Very fake. I
Yes.
can tell that from here. Also very
I believe a
smudged.
Primark tuxedo undershirt, what I believe, and a tie that actually cuts off right where the jacket begins.
It's actually
it's-
sewn onto the
Yeah,
shirt,
it's
too.
hand-drawn, I believe. I think that's 2D.
Oh, yep, that's paper. That
Yes.
is a piece of paper.
To say the least, Sam looks about how you'd expect him to look. Boom!
I embraced Winnie's lifestyle. As opposed to you. You embraced Winnie the Pooh's lifestyle, it looks like.
Dude. Wait, that's not what we were doing?
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I thought that's the Winnie we were doing.
This-
I've been eating honey all week.
I've been wearing no pants, only t-shirt, and eating honey from a jar
Oh my god.
all week.
Oh my god. Jenny
Does
got her
this
head
mean
stuck
I
in a honey
lose?
pot for a good 6 hours this week.
Does this mean I lose?
To say the least, Sam looks
Oh, I thought we were going bad.
yeah, not
Okay,
really good.
Let me just bad.
Bad.
Dig.
Dig.
I don't think
I
I won.
won.
No, I don't think I won this week.
Oh.
No, I don't think I won this week. Oh, I cannot wait to tell the queen how interesting this is.
That was
That's
so
racist,
offensive.
dude.
That
Oh
was
my
brutal. Do you
God.
understand they're a culture and
That's,
you
like,
just
not
appropriated
right,
yourselves
dude.
and offended probably all of the UK. The UK?
Oh, wow.
They
Anyways,
you
moving
to say
on.
it's a shortened version of it.
Hey, how was everyone's week?
Okay, sorry.
We're so off course here.
Predictions isn't a segment. We don't do that. This is what we call the one-word sum up. One-word sum up. One word to sum up your week, please, everybody. Starting on the Sam side of the table.
Fine.
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 Fine is
fine.
what you said.
It's fine.
Okay.
Right. Mine would
Yeah,
be
all right.
trying.
And Jenny?
Jenny,
My word.
your word, please.
I haven't really thought of one yet.
Okay.
So
I'll say,
prepared. Unprepared.
I would say.
Yeah.
oh, bother.
That's two
Two
words.
words.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Two words.
shorten it then. Bother.
Right. Okay.
Christopher Nolan or whatever.
It's
What do you-
it's Christopher Robin.
yeah.
Is
I
the
know,
Christopher.
Same thing. It doesn't really matter.
Imagine. Oh, Christopher Nolan.
It's always a happy day when Christopher Nolan.
Comes to play.
Oh, the end of his movies are the beginning, Christopher.
Let's now get into the thick of it, if you will. We've dropped the thin and onto the thick. This is the Moment of Truth!
Unscripted, dude.
That was
sick.
Who fucked up? Who failed? Who is ready to admit to their lesser victories?
Hands on the duck. of
Hands on the
truth.
duck. The duck of truth, for those listening. We all have our hands on, I'm mostly on Sam's hand, but let me correct that right now. It was sensual. We will all swear honor because we are men and women of honor. And I swear to not to tell the truth, all of it to be truth, and that if I lie, for I will be strucken down by both my father and mine mother, because I deserve nothing but hate. That. And
I
we
say
are
that as
all
well.
we are all truth tellers here. Now the honor is on us.
Indeed.
Indeed, indubitably.
Indubitably.
Hurrah! So who fucked up? Who's ready to admit a failure, a lesser
that says.
Why are
success?
you pointing at
Let's
me?
start on Jenny.
Because we started on my side last time.
What was your moments of weakness this week,
I
dear?
did perfect. No, I really fucked up a lot. I didn't really love it.
Go ahead. I know Yeah.
Can we just say this was the toughest week?
We can all admit that this was by
also
far
was, like, the stupidest week.
It just didn't
make sense.
We'll get into it. But
we'll get into it, but I would absolutely say this was life-altering. I had to think about my days ahead of time.
Let me just get into what I did wrong, and we'll leave like the opinions about these things, like our personal opinions, until the next section.
Of course, yeah, right.
So I definitely missed a nap or two in there. I think I only missed one nap, right?
I believe that's true. I think I can confirm that. I mean, the days are long.
I know, they like blended
trying,
together a
yeah.
lot.
Blending.
I'm pretty sure I only missed one.
Okay,
Anything else?
I'll support that. Oh yeah, there's a few more. Let's go ahead.
Yesterday, I did not have a whiskey. Every other day I did, at least one. Usually multiple.
Were there stogies every day, Jenny?
No, there weren't. There for probably like 4 of the 7 days because they kind of got gross.
The idiots got sidetracked here. Back on topic, bitches.
The other day, we happened to have a small little soiree with 2 of the people we live with.
Yeah.
And we were up until like 5 a.m.
The late hours of the eve, yes.
So I wasn't going to get 2 hours of sleep. I woke up at like 9. Is that wrong? When did I wake up?
Lie.
When did I wake up? I looked to you to confirm.
For the listeners, I hit the lie button on our soundboard there.
Time for everyone's favorite.
What? Everyone's favorite part. Sorry, you added a
the one that everybody
word.
hates.
Chrissy's moment of truth.
One that everyone hates.
That's okay. Yeah. We'll cut that part. We won't have to put that part in.
Should we give a cleaner take of that so we can put it in?
Nope. Let's keep it dirty. Keep it dirty.
Go ahead.
The one that everyone hates.
Chrissy!
They don't hate him.
Chrissy!
All right. So, here's the deal. My fuck-ups are similar to Jenny, as that she were about 3 feet from I for the whole week. I will say, right off the bat, and I'll justify this later. Surely, you better believe it. I smoked a stogie one day. I smoked a stogie once.
And you hit it like 3 times.
I drank my morning hooch for 2 days. I slept in one day, and I slept in an hour past due. And that was the night of the soiree till 5 a.m. So I would say impressive that I still woke up at 8:30.
Okay.
You know, pat a feller on the knees there, give him a little rub on the thigh, maybe rise the hand up and see where the night takes you. You know what I mean? Thank you.
So we had pretty much the same fuck-ups plus a few more for you.
Okay, cool.
Because of the stogie and the
What
alcohol.
else? How was your walk? How
and
was
the
the
almost
timing? Everything.
missing the nap.
My timings were pretty on point. I will say, again, this isn't the brag section, but I will say my lacklusters were lunch I would kind of get at like a 1:30, 1:45 on like 2 days. My walk for, I think, 1 day. I think I nailed my walk every day but one, and that one was like 3 hours late. I walked at like 1 o'clock.
Okay.
You're not going to say
Nobody's
the other
perfect.
thing?
What other thing?
Wait for the aggression.
I'll wait for the
Yeah,
aggression.
I want to get into it.
Fuck?
No.
Oh my god, I am
turn.
ready to let loose on her. Just so you know, I will physically ravage you with my words.
Okay, shut the
Ravage
fuck
is
up.
not.
Now, for everyone's least favorite part.
Okay, now. For the second best person of the podcast, Sam
number
Hartnell.
2?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, on with it.
All right. My admittance. I think I.
pretty good.
No. I didn't. This was the toughest week.
It sucked.
It was so difficult, just because it fucked with absolutely every part of my schedule. Like,
Hey, you want to hang out tonight? Well, as long as it's after my nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
nap and bath.
yeah, but I think I slept in on one day. I had lunch at a couple, like I had lunch at, it's supposed to be 1:30, yeah.
Well, did you know, is it hard to nap in your room because your feet hit the wall and the door?
And your head and arms also hit the wall and the door.
Yeah.
I actually find it quite cozy.
Yeah.
I curl up in a little ball. I curl up in the fetal position.
And you're
then,
still touching all the
and
walls.
then it's
in the
only my
fetal
head
position.
touching the wall.
For those unfamiliar
Okay,
with Sam's
yeah.
home, picture
Cardboard box.
Harry's room from the Potter series.
No, that's way better than
Yeah, that's
Sam's
generous,
room.
actually. That's definitely generous.
Think like a cardboard box that's been sitting outside in the rain for like 3 weeks.
Yes.
and-
Picture, have you been to a funeral or a wake, perhaps?
No, those are nice.
No, not the room we stand in. The room the subject stands in.
The room that the few needs.
The few needs.
How long were your walks? I guess this isn't
Like,
for this
it wasn't,
section.
no, that's probably a part of it too. My walks were pretty short. I would say like around like 10 minutes, especially on the rainy days.
A 10-minute walk?
Yeah, a walk around the garden.
Loser.
Yeah, but yeah. And I didn't play a board game with my wife every day, which was also part of it, but...
I feel like that was like...
That was a bullet
part
list
of
of
a
things
list.
he
Yeah.
did at that time
Yeah.
frame. All right,
but yeah.
so...
that ends our little admissions of guilt.
Admissions of guilt. There we go. We were honest with each other, honest with ourselves, and I think
Can we get
got it
aggressive
all
now?
out.
I've been holding back.
Yes,
I want to get into what this has been like.
We've been very respectful thus far. Friends, family, lovers, beyond. All right, so let's jump right into a little overall overview.
I didn't like that
I don't
one.
like that one.
Yeah.
We'll come up with like a new name for it, like maybe like a...
No,
overview.
see, no.
Yeah. So we'll just kind of generally, we'll jump to the beginning, the experience as a whole. We'll talk how we felt about it. And, you know, I believe we've got some dishings to do on each other, don't we?
This week was so tough.
It was fucked.
Like I said before, it just messed with every part of my schedule. So we're gonna go through the exact schedule of Winston and just sort of like give our thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, we are.
Don't touch me.
That was such a good explanation, dude.
This suit costs more than your fucking life, dude.
Oh, so my life's worth $7?
From
Bash. My life is
No,
worth...
that was a bash to you.
This is from BM, okay? That's crazy. You know when you just like you realize
look at that booger I just got. I like laughed and it came out. Do you want that?
It's so long.
Where should I put it?
That was like from here up until your brain.
Well,
Get it away from me.
I
dude.
chuckled because you guys were being so funny and I got a boogie on my hand. I mean, what is the polite, decent thing to do? Can you just take it?
Yeah, you're supposed to put it back up there.
I couldn't snort it back up. Let me just-
Talia, eat it. Dude, don't put it on the wall. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm just gonna put it on the wall. Oh God!
Can you see that? Yeah, it's in the shot.
I got a wall stuck to my hand.
The wall's so dusty and stuck.
God.
Okay, so waking up at 7:30. First off, but staying in bed.
The 7:30, easy peasy.
No,
I've been
waking
waking up early.
Ow.
It's the, like I can wake up at 7:30. I was fine, but it's the fact that I had to stay in bed and like
was
it
so
was so I
comfy.
was so comfy and so warm. So I kept like having to like just shake myself back awake like for 4 fucking hours.
Did you not take a morning pee? Right when you woke up?
Yeah, but I didn't leave my bed. Wait. What I did was I normally have like an apple and like maybe like some granola in the morning, but I had that set up right. I had that set up right by my. Shut up! I don't eat granola. I just said that to sound cool.
I know.
I knew it.
I know. You were like I usually have like often like my morning breakfast just like a little apple and like some little trail mix,
Yeah.
like a little granola.
No, but I do.
I'll walk
no, but I
out
do.
maybe like an eighth of like a protein bar just to make sure that I'm
I'll
like,
get
getting
some
my pump
kale
on.
from the garden. I'll kind of like make my sort of yonder to the kale garden, and I'll sort of pick a fresh one in the morning. A little bit of my chives. I will say it was very
fancy.
It was very weird to have to make breakfast
Okay, you didn't make breakfast.
because of my morning wood every day. It is
He grabs the pan with his dick,
dick.
and he
Yeah.
kind of flips the eggs around.
and it's strange because the morning breakfast that I get is down the street, and there's 3 schools on my street, so that is
And
definitely
he has to make a wide berth because he actually can't go near any of the 3.
yeah
1,000 yards,
unrelated.
Yeah, completely
significantly more. They made a special case for me.
In the morning, I don't like eating in the morning very much.
neither.
So we definitely like pushed it back a little bit and
Yeah,
like
'cause
still had our breakfast in bed
Mm-hmm.
and during that time period, but not like right when we woke up,
Yeah.
you know?
Let me tell ya, I surprisingly, and this is me, this is a shocker for a feller like me, I absolutely loved the morning
staying in
portion.
bed.
The staying in bed part was my favorite part of the weird sketchy situation.
I'll say that I also really enjoyed that.
I brought my laptop, I brought my iPad, and I did work that was not editing. I did like work that forced me to have to do my online stuff, whatever the other stuff is that I always push off because I have to edit everything. I did that while in the comfort of my bed, while sipping my coffee, and it was beautiful. I haven't done laptop work in a while.
The working in bed was really nice, but fuck breakfast in bed. I hated that.
Oh my god, the crumbs
hated that.
from my apple, dude.
I hate you. But I was like so like eating like right over the plate, like so stressed out. I hated it.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that at all.
It's strange because I don't usually eat in my pajamas either. So to be eating things that cause crumbs and having them all over, my balls and my penis and all that, it was strange. I sleep, naked. Did you, I don't, if this is offensive or whatever, you were in bed alone, right?
For half the week.
Right. Yeah.
For half the week I was alone.
Lonely.
The other half, well, Jenny, if given the option, can I give two possible ways that you could be sleeping? In a bed alone, or in bed next to Sir Gassalot.
What?
Sir Gassalot McSweaty.
Who's that?
I feel like my choice is so good. I feel like my choice is good.
He gets so sweaty in the night. I would so much rather be sleeping alone.
I feel like,
literally,
Okay.
like, it's nasty. He cuts me with his toenails, too.
Can I speak
We
on...
can cut this out. I don't even care. But his toenails, he'll slide over like a little slimy snail trail, and then don't talk. I feel you're about to interrupt me, and you can't. He'll slide over with this little nasty snail trail of sweat, and then he'll do this with his foot, and he'll like rub my leg with his leg, and then suddenly... And I'll be disturbed at this point, but it's like, when something terrifying is happening and you're just shocked into not being able to move, and you think if you don't move, it'll end quicker. And then suddenly, I'll just feel, look at my visual. I'll feel, and I feel this scraggle nail just hook into me like a fish hook and just drag down my leg, and I feel like I'm bleeding into the bed, and it's disgusting and terrifying and revolting.
Can I
let it sit in for 1 second?
No, it's hard for me to to get like my toenails off.
His dick is so big.
There's a few different reasons. One, because I have such an impressive height, 6'3", for reference. It's hard to bend down to all the way down there.
The second reason would be his balls are like basketball
size,
dude.
so it's really hard to even get by them to
and
begin with.
And there's 3 of them too.
So I don't even see my feet in the shower because my balls are so big.
Yeah, he can't even really bend over at all. So
not to mention the penis, it's not that big.
Going for a walk when I first wake up, I normally like to do it after I'm like ready, after I'm showered, after I'm good, and I go for a walk. Mm-hmm. But like when I first get up and like the sun like hurts your eyes and you're still like kind of like blech.
But the walk
and
is
then
at
also,
like 11, right?
Yeah, well you've still been in bed that whole
for like
time. Your
4
body's
hours walking.
Yeah. But your body still hasn't been moving. Your legs have not been moving.
I think maybe you have a bad body.
I
you have
don't
like
care.
weak body.
Oh, is that what it is? Do you have like
he has weak limb.
WBS? That's weak body syndrome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Wibbis.
But yeah, no, the walks weren't that bad.
Can I say that it's so telling as to who you are as a person that you phrased it early morning walks?
Yeah, at 11.
At 11 a.m.?
This was like me and Chris had been working for 4 hours.
I was also working.
I'm working!
Hour-and-a-half long video edited down to 12 minutes, you little skank.
I am working. This is I got this bongo and I'm working on getting good at bongo. You're a monkey. You're a little chimp with a fez.
But yeah. Oh yeah, and then it was whiskey, and then it was whiskey and Stoke, right? That's
whiskey and Stoke, baby.
I loved the whiskey.
Me too. Honestly, me too.
Loved
But it did some trouble. It did some things.
This is where our paths differ.
Yeah, I want to get into it because it's fascinating to me.
I'm interested.
I want to talk about it with you.
I despised it. I despised the Stokey. I despised the whiskey.
This was definitely. Can I do my impression of what you were like? Sorry.
Yeah. Do your impression of what it's as long as it's not offensive.
It was exactly that.
For the listeners, that was probably the most offensive thing.
Yeah, let me do it again. Let me do it again for the listeners. I've got my little tiny dress on, and now I've got my stogie on in it. My virgin lungs. Let me take a little sippy of the whiskey soda. Ooh, icky bad juice.
It was
okay. Let me do an impression of Sam with his stogie. Let me get my stogie out from my pouch that I probably got and I own. I always have stupid things. Let me put my ugly coat on. My clothes are ugly, and let me. Oh my life. Where's the whiskey? The stogie on day one was interesting. I liked the act of like,
Oh wait, stogie on day one. That's the only time that you stoked,
That
right?
is-
I stoked one day. I was like, oh, it's stogie time. And I stogied on the porch with Jenny, and the act of it was cool. It was like, oh yeah, we're smoking outside.
Smoking is cool.
This is fun. Like, I get it. Like,
Don't smoke.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is
don't
awesome.
smoke.
This
It's
is
terrible.
probably what like Obama does when he's golfing. This, I get the appeal and shit. But as soon as I went inside, I felt like just like a piece of trash, a piece of like something that would be thrown away and that you should spit on me.
That was my issue as well, but I did it every day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, brag. But yeah.
I would feel like good when I was puffing on it, but as soon as I put it out, just like this
Yeah, once
deep
you, like,
set
smell
of
like it.
like just
The smell.
ugh.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
I'll
that
say-
smell
I'll say,
lingers.
Like, yeah, it sticks to you, and I don't love that.
Yeah, no.
But during it, I did kind of enjoy. I just enjoy like the act of like sitting there and like
Sitting there
puffing on
stogie
it.
and fucking whiskey.
Yeah,
You look
the
like a
whiskey was
fucking G,
incredible.
dude.
I
Like,
just
it
felt
also-
like, yeah. Sorry.
It also just reminds me of like camping because there's usually one like when I'm camping, you know? So like I felt like it was like nice and it was an interesting test, but not one I'd continue.
So next, lunch.
Anyways.
Lunch at 1:30. No issues with that at all.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. Cool.
Next, well, like the working. We're just working intermediately between then. Like,
The work window was
between-
nice. It just
yeah.
felt so exciting when
It
it
felt
finally
really
came.
short.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, lunch is over.
Exactly.
I can do what I want to do
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But then it was also like I felt very rushed at that point because I felt like there was such a short
timer. It
window.
felt like a timer,
Until,
like, you're like,
it
fuck,
was
I gotta get
such
all
a
this shit
short
done, yeah.
window until we had a nap.
Oh yeah,
And then I
because
would
of
get
the
into-
prison that was the nap time.
Yeah, but I would like get into a project and then be like, well, I know I can't actually get into what I'm doing right now because I just have to nap
Yeah.
in like 5 hours.
Okay.
And that's like not enough time to do what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
and I don't say it lightly, but having to nap at a specific time is like, it's the worst thing that anybody could possibly have to go
Like
through.
I feel having a set time to
goddamn
nap.
set
Like
time.
I love like
I don't
having
like
a nap
naps,
sometimes.
though.
I have like a half-hour nap sometimes, and I wake up. I feel good. I feel refreshed. I feel ready to go again. And
I mean, I don't know who
but-
came up with an hour and a freaking half.
Yeah,
Winston.
long.
that's ridiculous. And I
long.
don't nap in general, like literally
Yeah.
ever. Maybe like once a year I'll nap.
And I'm
I
so
don't
groggy.
Like it. Yeah, it was gross. I felt like when I woke up, I felt gross. And then you had to eat so soon after that,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Every time it felt like it was lay down o'clock, 5 p.m. was approaching. It was like the sun is now out. It's
was
been cloudy and
beautiful.
shitty all day. All of a sudden, the sun is out.
The
I hear the
rain
kids
stopped.
playing outside.
The birds returned.
Yeah, music is everywhere. It's like the ice cream truck is coming from across the way.
I saw a double rainbow one day.
No.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. But yeah, no. Then dinner. Yeah,
I like a late dinner. I like being forced to kind of have that long ass window. So dinner was a hungry time.
But
I
just as I
could've-
was. Sorry, go ahead.
I just feel like I wasn't always super hungry at 8 though.
I forgot to touch on. I don't shower at nighttime. Ever.
Oh fuck! No, that
My
was
this
hair
weird.
week?
doesn't dry.
I-
It just doesn't.
Big fan. Bold to say, big fan.
But then it's also like, then you're showering at night, and then what clothes do you wear that isn't like, because then you're just gonna go to bed in like in a few hours anyways, and you're just gonna be working.
Exactly.
So it's like, do you put on new clothes? Do you put on the clothes you were wearing? Do you put on your pajamas? Then you're in your pajamas at 8 p.m. Like, it's a lot. Or 6 p.m. It's just a lot. I feel
I've
like
just
it's,
been
like,
every day. I have
annoying.
I've been calling it just the quarantine thong because it's the only one I have. But it's fine because they don't even get dirty because it takes up so little room.
Yeah, it's just rubbing up against your dirty, dirty asshole.
Well, yeah, it's not dirty because it absorbs it. But I think that so that solved my problem quick. Is I just put the quarantine thong on in the morning, and the rest of the day kind of just solves itself from there.
And now, moving on to our famous segment.
Let's sum it all up with
Good, good, bad, bad. All right.
all right. What's our good, Sam?
I honestly, the whiskey. No, the whiskey was nice. I loved the whiskey while I was sipping it, but about like 3 hours later, I just got like so like for an hour.
Comfy drunk.
I was so comfy drunk,
Comfy
and it was
drunk.
during my small period where I could work, and I was like.
For the listeners, he's being adorable
Yeah, I started
right now.
drinking I started putting more soda water and less whiskey because I also, like, the first few days found that I was also just getting drunk. And then I was like, I'm doing an essay. And it, like, did not. I did a final paper and I was so drunk. And it. Shout out to spell check.
So our collective good for Winston Churchill's schedule is that you should drink whiskey every
I
day.
think we can do a multiple because I also think
No,
like
we
the
need one
working from
collective
bed-
good.
Okay, then you pose one.
One
I don't know, I
collective
really
good.
did. I honestly
Working
was.
from
I
bed,
really
is that what
didn't
you're
like
doing?
this week.
I pose our one collective good is
I kind of liked it.
I loved working from bed.
Me too. I did like
You
that
hate?
as
Okay, we
well.
don't agree on that one. Fine.
No.
I don't
I'm
think there's
fine.
one that we
I didn't
agree
hate it.
on,
It was just I didn't.
I agree with
I
both
didn't,
of them.
I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't like.
It wasn't better. For
Yeah, I feel like the whiskey and working from bed. I'm fine with that. That was our goods.
Hit us with the bad, Jenny.
Fuck those naps.
The
Dude,
naps.
I
Fuck the naps.
Oh
hated the
my
naps.
Good.
Like
Terrible.
having a set nap time really it was the main thing because I could see napping. If it's like it's a lazy
Maybe
Sunday.
a little nap. Maybe a little nap. here
Lazy
and
Sunday,
there.
like sleeping in a sunbeam, like a
But
cute
an
little
unscheduled,
kid.
a scheduled nap.
Scheduled nap is fucking stupid.
Unholy,
Terrible.
I'd say unholy,
Yeah.
not the way God intended, not in
No.
the Bible. Not in the Bible at all. I think our collective ugly, smoking cigars every day is ugly.
It is ugly. Once at a time on a special occasion, you have a baby, you go camping.
Yeah.
Those two equally important things.
You have a baby. You go camping. You're 9 months pregnant.
Yes.
Grab a cigar. You know.
But like
Don't smoke. Nobody smokes.
Nobody
Smoking
smoke.
is bad.
Like,
and it kills-
Only
like,
mothers
it's
because
disgusting.
it gets rid of the sicknesses in the
them
baby.
the
Yeah, it
tar that
purifies
holds
your
your
baby.
kids' bones together.
It fuels through the poor stuff.
Anyways, don't smoke.
Yeah,
It's
don't do that.
disgusting.
But yeah, no, that's the
gross.
ugly.
Yeah, daily stogies are an ugly
Yes.
thing, probably for
I'd also
you.
like to nominate the nap again as an ugly.
Yeah, the nap also was very ugly.
I did feel, hideous when I woke
Yeah,
up from my nap
disgusting,
after a
gross.
stogie in the morning with alcohol and a day nap. Factor all these things, and you get an ugly 6:30 p.m.
Yeah,
You
like
get Winston Churchill.
all right.
Oh wow.
All right.
Dig.
Let's cut this positive energy we have going on. Let's stop
Oh
this.
god. Nope, no close to the mic bits.
It's time for the biggest loser. Biggest
No, Chris,
loser.
I'm thinking. So me and Sam have kind of been talking about it. We think that you shouldn't be part of the musical segments anymore.
Okay,
Yeah, I feel
I'm
like
the
that's sort of
segment
bad.
guy.
That's
yeah, but
fine.
we also we
but
we
me
can
and
do
Sam are
music
kind of
for
the musical guys. So if we kind of do the musical parts and you kind of just sit there.
Yeah,
while we do
but
it,
you're
we
like
can
saying,
kind of-
this is to the guy that invented music. All of a sudden, you have a lute, and you're like, we were thinking we're gonna do the music now, and you're talking to Mr.
So do
Music.
you think that you invented music, or
Yeah, you're walking up to fucking Henry Ford right now and telling him, I think we're gonna make the
He
cars
invented
from now
music?
on. You're walking up to the fucking Pillsbury
Three
Doughboy
examples.
and saying,
he invented
you know who's
music?
gonna do the dough? Me and Sam. We do dough now. Enough!
So the
This
biggest
is the
loser.
biggest loser!
The biggest loser! First off, who do you think won and lost this week?
Let me tell you who I think won and lost, Sam. And Jenny, let me tell you too.
oh wow, okay.
I think the winner this week
It's me. I'm Chris. I think I won.
is Sam.
Oh.
I think the loser this week,
He's gonna say me.
Jenny. Jenny's the
You
loser.
said that every week.
Who do you think won and lost this week?
I'd say that this one's difficult because there were a lot of like weird things this week and it was a full schedule. That being said, Sam, I'm gonna have to say that Chris lost.
Oh, shock,
in
shock.
my opinion. My thing is, I think one of you two lost.
Oh, really? You came in thinking you won.
Why? What is this? What is this thing where you always say that I think I won?
Who do you think won though?
This week, I
I don't know, honestly, because like it's supposed to like this competition's supposed to like how persons take how you make it better, how
Yeah.
like you take it.
I think I fucked up less than Chris,
That's
and
not
I
true.
liked it a similar amount as Chris.
Okay, let's look at it like this, please. Hello, let's get the audience on my side for a second because nobody loves you. I think that, as Sam said, so wisely, so elegantly, you are beautiful. You are beautiful.
All right.
This is about letting things make us better. This is a whole freaking life-altering week of trying to make us, like the late and great Winston Churchill.
Uh-huh.
Right. And I think the misconception here, in the small minds to my left, Jenny, is that, oh, well, you know, I have to make sure I smoke and drink like he did. And I got to make sure, I'm just like him with his rums or whatever, his whiskeys.
The point wasn't just to work, though. The point was to adapt his schedule and see which parts we liked.
And when it's referenced, I feel like, I feel like I'm against that argument just because it is mentioned in his schedule that he had a whiskey soda, that he smoked like a cigar at dinner, and like that.
It's not about picking what you think is going to be helpful in doing it. It's about trying everything he did for a week.
Exactly.
And sticking to it and then seeing what, at the end, what you think benefited you and what you think didn't. You didn't stick with it long enough to know.
I did try it for a day and I felt terrible. How about that?
You tried it for one day. It doesn't matter.
That's literally, that's not the concept of our show. I say it's a week.
Exactly.
You, Missy, are a freaking lying two-shoe Larry. This is what you did. And you maybe partially admitted to it in your moment of truth, perhaps, maybe. You slept late probably 3 out of the days. Maybe 4 out of the days.
That's untrue.
Legitimately,
That is
yesterday
untrue.
you slept till 11 o'clock.
Yesterday I slept late. It was not till 11.
The day
But
before
yesterday,
that,
I did
you
sleep
slept
late
till
'cause we were
like
up till
9:30,
5.
10 o'clock. The day before that,
That's
you
not
slept
true.
till like 8:30.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is, because you were like, why didn't you wake me up? Why didn't you wake me up?
I slept for an extra hour one day because, yes, you had woken me up every other day and then you didn't fucking wake me up that day, which that I did sleep an extra hour one day. And then yesterday when we were up till 5, I slept.
How many times did you shower at night this week? How many times did you do the bath after you woke up from the nap?
Does washing my face count?
No.
Because I
No.
did like a little, like I didn't full on shower every day.
I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Nope.
Okay, well, I took a rinse.
Okay.
Do you have a cigar with dinner anytime in the week?
I did a cigar almost every day. I think I skipped 2
At 11 in
days.
the morning. Did it say that in the schedule?
Did it say to have it at night?
Yep.
Yeah, I had to say at dinner.
Oh shit! I did some of them late. I didn't do it at 8 with dinner because.
But if
that's
we're trying to
disgusting.
feel how he feels and experience everything how he experiences,
I did
but
them
now all of a
later.
sudden you're
I did
picking
them
and
later as
choosing
well.
things to.
I don't know.
Okay, did you ever do
Sounds
it?
like-
Did you ever do
Yes,
it?
I did it at the exact time he did it on the first day, and I realized I hate cigars.
So did
Wait.
I. I
The
also
exact time he
realized
did
I
it. What
didn't
time
do it.
does he do it?
Oh wait, no, I didn't. I
You did do it at
lied.
11.
Once
I did it in the morning.
and
I
then
saw that
never
photo.
ever again. You had whiskey 2 days out of the 7.
Yep.
You almost skipped a nap, which I should have just let you take your walk because you were really adamant on taking it. So I should have just fucking let you because you were trying to skip it then. You complained about it every single time.
You brought me back. Hey, you brought me back. That was awesome. Thank you. You're a loser, though. I pressed on the table.
We all messed up certain things.
Right, you too, a big time.
Bible. Throw a little bit of that anger my way. What's going on? What do you think? Do you think I lost? Do you think I won? Do you think I
first of
killed
all,
it?
I think
I'm
you
I feel like I
so
definitely
annoyed
killed
right
it.
now.
mayhaps you hit your marks after a certain point, but it sounds like you didn't utilize your mornings at
True.
all to the advantage.
True.
It
That
seems
is
like
true.
you hated
True.
it, despised it,
Short walks.
and were unable to be productive in the bedroom.
as per usual.
As per usual.
You didn't even mean to do that. I saw you realize it.
My God.
All right. This is tough.
This is the
Okay.
This is a tough
So,
one in general.
the two big
though.
ones, the two big things were, you didn't smoke the cigar at night. You didn't bathe.
That wasn't the big one. Okay,
Th-
don't
these
say
are-
I didn't bathe. I bathed.
No, he's right. Yes, you're-
these are the
Don't
two
say I
ones-
did bathe.
No. These are the two ones that were. No. Sorry. The whiskey. You didn't have the whiskey every day. These are the two big ones.
Yes.
Because these are the ones where like consistently did not do.
right.
You didn't bathe at the correct time.
Dirty.
See, you said it with
And
weird.
It's
you-
funny, dude. It's funny to say that
Continue.
out loud. It's funny to say
I
that phrase
bathed,
out loud.
everybody. PSA.
You didn't drink whiskey at 11 a.m. and you didn't bathe at right
Ever.
after a nap at
6:30.
6:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those are stupid.
Let's get to it,
one
boys and
either.
girls. You're the deciding
is
factor.
loser
Who is
slot,
your
winner
loser?
slot.
You get to choose who the loser is right here because we each
But
chose
then
each
the
other.
other person would be the winner, right?
The final countdown, bitch. Who's the loser?
This is the final countdown for all the marbles.
I really am sorry. I really am. The whiskey thing is a big deal for me.
Big thing.
Because
thing. It's so easy.
It was something that's how it affects how the rest of your day. It affects
And it's
how your
so
your
easy.
your body feels. And
Easy.
it's a part of it. And I feel like not doing that. It's a pretty big deal. So I think that.
Well, this is a
Jenny
Betterment
has lost.
podcast.
Okay,
Is that really?
For those that did not hear, Sam just announced that Jenny is the loser.
Has it finally happened? The day's finally come?
I've lost multiple times.
You have not lost a single
Yes,
time.
I have.
I don't think you've.
Yes, I have.
I don't think you've lost by yourself yet. That was
my
an
God.
awesome fake out, by
There's
the way.
no way that I lost this week.
That
and
was
I
an
think
awesome
that you guys
fake
are
out.
being personally biased.
This is. I am so not being personal.
That
I am.
is true.
I do personally. I
No,
I
'Cause
despise you.
You know that I did better than you did, and
That's not true. I disagree.
okay, that's fine. You can be personally biased towards me. I'll take the loss.
It's at least she's handling it well. And she
I
seems
did
not
better
mad
than
about
Chris.
it.
I
It
literally,
is a
from what
fact
I've heard,
that I
from
did
what
better
I've
than
heard, from
Chris.
what I've heard,
Motivation.
He also didn't shower every night.
from what.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I washed up every night.
You got in the
We
shower
didn't
every
allow
night?
that. We didn't allow that
Exactly.
last time when she
I
said to wash your
showered.
face.
So we did it for 7 days. I showered 4 times and
That's not
washed up.
true.
That is true.
You
That is
didn't
true.
shower
Okay,
4 times
then.
at night.
Okay.
You didn't.
Yes, I
You
did.
didn't.
Yes,
Okay,
I did.
That's fine. You
Chris,
didn't.
Okay.
All right.
I showered 4 times.
Okay, that's not 7. So
She did once.
Acting all fucking.
What number's bigger? Sorry.
Fuck it.
That was 2 days
Fuck
ago.
it.
Ted.
Nope. Both of you. Both of you lose.
What? Okay, then you lose too.
I'm in the middle.
No, you're not.
I don't. I
We
don't
both
win.
lost. You also lost, Mr. 15-minute walk. Mr.
10, he said
fucking
10.
saying comfy in bed, sleepy, sleep,
Sleepy, yeah,
sleep.
you're sleepy.
Almost just sleep
Okay,
with
then
your
fine.
little eyes
Fine.
closed.
Fine.
Yeah, you're a loser too.
Okay.
Nobody wins. We all lose.
I can't take the loss this week. It's both of you.
This
You
was-
need to
this was
understand-
so
I swear to God,
stupid.
I swear to God.
This is so stupid.
I am so brutally angry right now.
Me too. Oh my god, I'm so mad.
Can we say that we're losers and winners, or are we more losers than winners?
No, we're all losers.
Listen, none of us led our nations and won the Great War this week. You could say that. None of
I'd
us.
say I won the Great War.
None of us became world leaders of the the most significant levels in history this week.
Yep.
So I would say, all failed in utilizing this to make us better, and especially better of the scale of Mr. Churchill.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think we're fucking losers. You're right.
again, you're not doing the singing.
No, I'm the singer. All of us are loser, the biggest loser, in fact.
Since we are all losers,
We are.
We have to take a bite of the Sammy.
wait. We didn't talk about that.
Please don't open it. Please don't
I have
open
to
it.
open it.
No,
I have
we
to
do
open
this
it.
every week, but it's like honestly,
solid.
it's just
How does it
crystallized.
look like?
This is a rotting sandwich within a box, for those that
It's somehow
are not
not rotting
watching.
now.
The rotting sandwich within a box is cutely, adorably nicknamed the Sammy, as you would call a
After
cute little
Sandwich,
sandwich. Named
not-
after Sandwich.
Not our
Yeah,
friend Sammy
unfortunately,
over there,
our friend Sammy over there.
as you may think.
Yeah, coincidentally has also that name.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
this
we
is
totally didn't
So
plan
everyone-
for that to happen.
yeah, very awkward for him mostly.
Tell you
but-
what,
Transition.
Well, everybody, after a week of being Mr. Winston Churchill, would you say, yeah, ish, would you say we are better off better or better off worse?
We're better off now.
we're better off. Nice, dude.
Yeah, that was
nice.
awesome.
Don't say nice. It
was
wasn't.
so
It
good.
wasn't nice.
Jenny.
I'd say better off worse.
Yeah,
I would say better
agree.
off worse. I don't think,
Yeah, that was
I was not
awful.
more productive. I was
Maybe
more
better
tired.
Better off better with the whiskey.
I was tired of shit this week. I feel like I didn't even
Yeah,
say that
no,
earlier.
I was so
tired as hell
tired,
all
yeah.
week. Yeah.
I didn't feel tired.
All right, listen. Honestly, fuck the UK, fuck Winston Churchill.
Okay, shut
down
up,
with
dude.
down with power,
snap,
down with the
snip,
man.
snap.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're watching,
Yeah. Big time.
Better off, worse this week, but next week we're gonna try being better off, better again.
Wow, that was
That's
smooth.
our
That was
catchphrase.
Really
so
nice.
I think it is. Better off, better again.
Better off, better again.
What are we doing next week?
What are we doing next week, Jenny? What's next week?
Okay.
Next week we're gonna be doing daily journaling.
Daily
so that was
journaling.
Really worth
Like
a
Anne Frank.
drum roll.
Okay. Oh,
Oopsies.
or yeah,
Little
different.
slip up there.
Little different.
Okay, guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching or listening, whatever you're on. Rate us on iTunes. Hit us up. We're going to be doing some sort of cool thing for the people that rate us on iTunes at some point. We haven't thought of it, though. But listen, in the future, a cool thing will be had if you rate us 5 stars
cool.
on iTunes, baby.
Such a cool thing.
Oh my God.
Alrighty, we've been Winston. This has been 3 Winston Churchills.
Okay, we've been Winston, and Winston.
No,
We'll see you guys next week.
We're the. All right. We've been Winston's and Have a Churchill.
It's finally over. Thank you all for lasting this long. Next week I will no longer be British. See you then.